Hey guys, working through the pandemic. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's Brittany with Living in Nor. I'm back with another video. This week I kind of wanted to talk working during the pandemic. When the pandemic first started, I wasn't working. Well, I was working, I had my own business, and my doctor was like, so you're pregnant and we don't know what this is. So you kind of got to go sit down somewhere. So I did. I sat down somewhere. My husband sat down somewhere. We just kind of were trying to wait it out till it all blew over, and had my son. A year in, we realized, okay, so this really isn't gonna blow over. My husband started working before I did. I ended up staying home with our son for about a year or so, about a year and a half. And then it was time for me to go back to work. We had to find childcare. We needed to be back to two incomes essentially, because our household had always operated off of two incomes. So making the decision to go back to work for me was kind of twofold. Like, I needed it for me. Like, I needed to be able to just have some away time from being a wife, from being a mom, from just the day-to-day hustle and bustle, and to do something for me. Now, granted, working is not necessarily for me, but because I love what I do, it is for me. It's just kind of my away time, and it's also my time to be able to contribute to the family in a way other than as a wife and mom, which, I know is important, but that's, I never just saw myself as a wife and mom. So being back at work is kind of like a scary thing too in the middle of the pandemic, because it's like, okay, so am I going to catch this? What am I going to do? I did get vaccinated, not here to argue for or against it. I just know, as for us in our house, we have the vaccine. My younger daughters have it. My husband and I have it, and I was breastfeeding, so my son could get the antibodies. It just was kind of a no-brainer for us because we work like hands-on with people. He's a barber, I'm an esthetician. Touching skin, touching people, being within proximity, we just kind of needed to both be covered. And then for me, I was like, well, what if people don't want to wear their masks? Like, how's that going to work? So I wear my mask when I'm here with people every day. Right now, it's just me, so not really worried about it, but I typically wear my mask every single day with clients when clients are in here. I'm hand sanitizing. I'm constantly like wiping surfaces, sanitizing, cleaning surfaces. It's just very important in this industry to just be, as cautious as possible, because I'm in such close range with people. Now, I was worried too. So, well, what if people don't want to wear their mask? And my husband was like, well, that's the beauty of the service industry. You don't have to service them if you are not comfortable. And so I've kind of taken that motto, but like, I'm always very, hey, do you have a mask? Do you mind putting it on? And so far it has very much worked for me and what I do. What else? Yeah, just working right now is like, it's fun. Like, I'm enjoying being around people again. But I also will say that, like, watching other people try and work or decide whether or not to work. We were at Wingstop, and my husband overheard the manager interviewing someone. Oh, excuse me. And during that interview, the girl was like, well, I want $11 an hour. And she couldn't have been any older than like 17. And she was demanding this $11 an hour. And he said, listen, I will pay you whatever it is you're asking. You just have to be here. I've had people that applied and worked and got their first paycheck and left to go work somewhere else. And what it is, like, there's just a shortage of workers. And I know, like, that sounds so whatever it sounds like, but people are realizing that these companies need employees, so they're able to job hop, like get a job, get a check, go find a higher paying job, get another check. And people are like less interested in, I guess, longevity in careers, because they're realizing that some careers just they don't care about you, the person. But some employers are also realizing, hey, I need these people, so I need to take care of them. I said all that to say my decision to return to work was more about me and my family than anything else. Like, I wanted to be able to help. Like, I watch my husband like day in and day out go to work, and we're making ends meet. But the goal is to thrive, not to just survive. So that was, you know, a big part of my decision to come back to work. So yeah, here we are in the panorama, the Panic at the Disco. And just being as careful as we can. Like as soon as somebody comes in, I'm like, hi, welcome in. How can I help you? And like always, above the nose, under the chin, whole nine. Just to make sure that I am protected. Now I know this is not an N95 mask. Those are expensive. I can't find them, but for now, this has been working. Another precaution that we take when we get home, no outside clothes on the furniture. So as soon as we get home, if we're not hopping in the shower, we just change clothes, put our day clothes in the hamper so that we're not, you know, spreading germs within the house, because that's nasty. And then making sure the kids, when they get home, they take showers, they take baths before they sit on anything. And we also have, and I wish I brought it with me, but at the house we have this Clorox fabric sanitizer. And I spray that on ourselves if we're not immediately able to change, or if somebody sits on the couch, as soon as hey, go get up, I go spray it, because I just want everybody to be safe. Thankfully, we've made it through the pandemic, and none of us in the house have gotten it that we know of. My oldest daughter back home, she got it, but she wasn't with us, and I hated that she got it, but she, kind of recovered fairly quickly. It's just, working through this is it's rough. It is rough, but it's fun. I'm getting to meet, people that are kind of branching out, but that are also still trying to stay safe. And I met a girl the other day. She was like, it's been 2 years, and I want to get married. I want to date. She said, but the pandemic kind of put a damper on that. Like I was just getting my confidence up, and then I just was like, whatever, I'm working from home now. I don't have to get dressed. She's like, I haven't really gotten dressed to go anywhere in 2 years. And I thought about it, and I was, kind of the same way, except that I'm married. I didn't care to get dressed, to put on clothes, to do anything really. And it's just like, you can't do that. I know it's a panty, but put some clothes on. And so she realized, just kind of stepping her little foot out in the middle of all this, and just, getting out, even if it's to like go into the office one day or go to one of those workspaces, as long as you feel safe. Like those of you that work from home, I know that your home office or in home is like kind of like the safe space, that safe bubble. But I had another client, she was telling me that she actually reserved one of those, I think it's a community workspace, where it's an office building, but it's not like your company's office building. So you can go in and work and do whatever it is that you need to do and still feel like you left the house. So it gives you reason to get up, to get dressed, to just kind of pull yourself out of the funk that Omarion and the Deltas have put us in. And I say that, but it's all about perspective. You get up, you go to work, you find a reason to be happy about something at work. And for me, my be happy is I'm able to contribute. So whatever your reason is for working during the pandemic or not working during the pandemic, it is yours. You get to own it, and nobody can tell you what's best for you. You just know what that is, and you do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys probably next week. Yeah, let's say next week. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.